Many of our clients come to Alliance looking for a sense of, or greater sense of well-being. There's been some really interesting research done out of Harvard University recently, which has identified 5 key components of well-being, and it comes under the acronym of SPIRE. This work's been done by Dr. Ben Tal-Shahar, who is a professor in positive psychology, and he did an extensive piece of research where these 5 elements were identified. So what I would like to do is quickly run through those 5 elements. The acronym again is SPIRE, which is S for spirituality, P for physical, I for intellectual, R for relational, and E for emotional. So let's look at spirituality to begin with. This doesn't necessarily mean religion, although it can for some people, a sense of prayer. But what it does mean is to identify a deeper sense of meaning and purpose in your life. And following on from that, it also includes an opportunity around a meditation or a mindfulness practice, a practice where you sit and be fully present in your life. So that's the S for spirituality. The next component is P for physical, and we all know how important exercise is, physical exercise is, in terms of a sense of well-being. But it also includes nutrition, so what you feed your body. And then it also includes sleep. Once again, do you have good sleep routines? So all those components, exercise, sleep and nutrition, are absolutely critical in the P element of well-being. The next one is intellectual, and this was quite a new find in terms of the work done out of Harvard. And the intellectual part is about having a sense of curiosity. It's this desire around a growth, what we call a growth mindset. And what that may look like for you is it could just mean reading a regular book that you read and really going deep and giving time and focus to that reading. It could be about acquiring a new skill, learning a new instrument, learning a new recipe. It could be around enjoying the intellectual challenge of doing a jigsaw puzzle or playing Sudoku. So the I is really about having the focus and attention on what we would call a cognitive challenge. The next letter is R for relational, and I don't think that would be a surprise for any of us, but the importance to really have around you very supportive, honest and candid, loving relationships. So the question, I suppose the inquiry for you is, how do you engage and lean into those relationships on a daily basis in your life as part of your well-being? And the final one is E for emotional. And there's 2 elements of that. It is obviously the positive emotions, and the research showed that as humans, we often don't take time to savor the positive experience, the joy that we feel in our lives. So there's an invitation here is when you do experience joy and happy and all those positive emotions, that you really become intentional and pause and actually savor those. The other part, which is often more challenging for all of us, is the more negative, the more contracted emotions. And the work that has been done out of Harvard, it's not about ignoring those negative emotions, but it's about an inquiry to ask yourself, A, to feel them, but also what do I need now for myself to help me move through these emotions? So that's the E for emotions. So once again, just to finish off, the 5 elements of well-being out of Harvard University: spirituality, physical, intellectual, relational and emotional. And a couple of really important things to remember is that you don't need all in your life equally. So you may be more drawn to physical exercise, or you may be more drawn to a spiritual mindfulness practice. But what you do need is that the research showed that you need all of them in your life to a certain degree, because actually they're all integrated. So thank you very much, and I leave you maybe with a question, to reflect, and how is SPIRE playing up in your life, and what else could you do to make it, I suppose, more fully in your life, to therefore increase your sense of well-being. Thank you very much.